Welcome back to AJ Kitchen Paper. I'm Acid, this is Oats. Roly-poly gyoza time!
Let's go!
So let's start off by preparing our meat. Grab all of your lovely pork belly slices. Just flop them out onto the counter and then flip them out. Keep a knife on hand to make sure that nobody gets out of line. Pop the knife down because we don't actually need to cut anybody just yet. And then salt and pepper up your boys. Don't worry about seasoning both sides because we're just gonna roly-poly up these boys. Excellent. One slice at a time. Nice and quick sticks. Get it all done. Excellent. Now it's time to roll up our roly-poly boys into gyoza skin. Grab some perilla leaves or shiso. Don't worry if you can't find perilla leaves near you. You can always use something a little bit more accessible like parsley. So, herbs down and then roly-poly pork in there. And then everybody gets a nice roly-poly together. Wet down one edge to make sure it sticks. Don't worry if you're having a little bit of trouble trying to stick this boy down. Once you get it in a pan, it should be alright. Alrighty, Boonsky. Now just do this about 20 more times. Making sure that everybody's nice and stuck down, roly-poly, dunsky-runsky. It's a little bit easier than regular gyozas, I think. This type of gyoza is actually super popular in Japan right now. Why? Because it's so easy that kids can do it, and it's heaps faster than trying to make gyoza from scratch. So if you're on a busy schedule, you should definitely try this out. Alrighty, these are our Japanese-style roly-poly gyoza, all prepped, done. Next, it's our Western-style ones. We had some ham and some sliced cheese left over from a different recipe, so we thought we'd have a go. And these ingredients are a little bit easier to find overseas. So down goes the herbs, and then just like with the pork, grab the ham and roll it up separately. And grab your sliced cheese and roll him up as well. With our innards all nicely rolled up, we can roll up the gyoza as well. And then wet down that last bit, excellent. And stickity-sticky. Alrighty, beautiful. Now just continue to do this until you run out of gyoza skins. Alrighty, and the reason that we roll up all of our cheese and ham first is it just makes that little bit easier trying to get everybody nice and in there. And over to the flame we go. Pop in a half a teaspoon of sesame oil. A swirly swirl to make sure everybody's covered. And once that's all nice and warm and fragrant, we can pop in our gyoza. Now then, put the overlapping part of your gyoza straight down into the pan. Get them all nice and snug in there. Excellent. Now that we've got all our friends in there, pour in a little bit of water. Then without a second breath, add in 3 tablespoons of water. And lid on to steam and cook through.
2 very boring minutes later.
Alrighty, now that those 2 minutes are up, we can flip them over to reveal beautiful brown bottoms. Now that everybody is nice and brown on one side, we can flip them over, pop the lid back on, and then keep them going for another 2 minutes or so.
A few minutes later.
And lid off, ladies and gentlemen, because our wee crispy boys are ready spaghetti to get out of the pan. And now that everybody's out of the pan, we can pop a little bit more oil in, which we didn't show you. How lovely. With our Western-style roly-poly gyoza. In a ripping hot pan, add 2 tablespoons of water. And then quickly pop our lid on for another 2 minutes with steaming. This steam fry method is exactly how you make regular gyoza. If you want to find out how to make regular boy gyoza, you can always click up the top. We've got a video on that. Flippity flip and out they pop. And whoopsies, lost a bit of cheese there. So sad. Alrighty, Ruthkie, plate up time. So seeing as these are gyoza, we should have some dipping sauce. A splash of soy sauce, a splash of vinegar, and some shichimi for those who like it spicy. And she's ready for her close-up. Alrighty, Ruthkie, my favourite time, tasty time! Grab one of these long boys and shove it in your gob. If you're like me and you're not very good with your hands, or you're just not used to the way that you're supposed to fold up gyoza to make it perfect. This is a super fast, super simple way to get your foot in the door with gyoza. So the only tip for today is just to make sure that the meat is cooked through properly. So making sure you keep that lid on and steam it very well. But other than that, these are so simple that anybody can do these. So if you've got kids and you want to get them into the kitchen, you can always try this out. Or if you're like me and you're an absolute beginner when it comes to cooking, this is an excellent step forward. I'm looking at you teenagers and students. This only takes 15 minutes, so you have no excuses not to try this straight away. What can be better than fast, tasty and nutritious? I don't think there's much, so I do hope that you have a go. If you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe, as well as maybe leave us a comment down below telling us what you want to see next. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye!